All right, so like I told you, the next video is going to be at $18.99, a golf simulator in Canton, Ohio. Nice thing about it, it uses Trackman system, the E6 software. This is going to be a fun video, I promise. We're doing a three-way skins match play. It's me versus my brother Chris, my older big brother Chris, my friend Sean, who you guys have seen me beat me twice on film now. Basically, here's how it's going to work. Sean's playing the blue tee, 6,700 yards, and he's giving me and Chris 4 strokes a side. So on 4 holes each side, we're going to get a stroke. Chris is about an 18 handicap. I'm about an 18 handicap. Sean's playing around a 9, 10. So that's how we figured it out. Me and Chris are playing the whites from 6,100 yards. Yeah, that's how it's going to happen. Person who wins the hole gets 2 points. Person who gets second place gets 1 point. Person who gets last gets 0 points. If there's a tie for first, they split it. 1.5, 1.5, then 0. Okay? If there's a tie all the way across the board, it's 1, 1, 1. So there's 3 points per hole, divvied up by first, second, and third. That's how we're going to do it. Don't forget, you can buy the ball markers on the website, www.thefatguygolf. You can also follow me on Instagram at thefatguygolf. Hopefully, you guys can tell, I'm a little less fat. Everything's going good. Lifting's going good. All that stuff's fine. This is a longer video, so we're going to jump right into it. All right, I know when you guys saw the time in the bottom right of like 20 minutes long, you're like, holy crap, that's a long video. I promise it's going to go fast. I edit this thing down as short as humanly possible where you just see our individual shots. There's no real fluff or anything like that in between. So we're playing Harbor Town, I think. I think we're playing Harbor Town. We filmed this like 3 weeks ago, but I think it's Harbor Town. Like I said, Sean's going to play the blues at 6,700 yards. This is my brother Chris. He's 43. He's my big brother, quote unquote, like I said. He doesn't hit the ball as long as Sean. One of the key mistakes I make though here is I put the fairways on hard, and Chris hits the ball really low, so it runs out like crazy for him. So even though Sean's on the blue tees, Chris is on the white tees. Chris ends up driving it just about as far as Sean because he gets a ton of run out. So I kind of evened up the playing field for them there. Here I cheat and use the cart path a little bit. So kind of re-explain it to you how it's going to work. In the bottom left, there's going to be the score tracker, okay? There's 3 points per hole. They're divvied up for all 3 positions. So first place gets 2, second place gets 1, third place gets 0. If there's a tie for first and second, they get 1.5, 1.5. If there's a tie across all 3, each person gets 1 point, all right? So we end up playing for like $50 a night. So we go front 9, back 9, and then the overall. So we got like $150 on the line. We're playing for a lot of money here, all right? So it gets a little intense, okay? So Chris is he's almost out of this hole. Yeah, after this he blows by the hole. I think he's about to hit it, his number 6. Sean's up here. What's Sean going for? So that's Sean's third.
You're in.
And gimmies are inside 10 feet. So Sean's in. Okay, so Sean's in for a 4. Here's Chris up for 5, and then this is going to be his 6. Here's my 4. So I need to make this to force a tie with Sean. And I leave it out to the right. But we're inside 10 feet. So like I said, inside 10 feet's a gimme. So that gets me a 5. Me and Chris are going to get a stroke on the 5th hole, 6th hole, 8th hole, and 9th hole. So 5, 6, 8, and 9, me and Chris get a stroke. So as long as we can control Sean's lead a little bit and not let him get too far out in front of the pack in the first 4 holes, we got a shot at it. I'm going to tell you guys right now, it comes down to the last hole. All right? So if you're just in this and you're like, I'm not watching 20 minutes of guys play a simulator, I'm telling you right now, spoiler alert, it comes down to the very last hole and the last 2 putts. I know it's a tease, but it's a good tease, right? It literally comes down to the last 2 putts. So it's probably the most fun video I've had playing because it was actually close. Like when we played Fat versus Fit 1 and 2, Sean absolutely wiped the floor with me, and I was just editing that video the whole time knowing you guys were going to be like, well, John loses. What's the point of this? And then the same with Big versus Thin, where I played Tim, and he only had like 4 clubs. He already won like halfway through the first video. So, you know, it's nice to be able to say that this one actually matters a little bit, even though we're playing a simulator. I'll tell you right now, the nice thing about the Trackman E6 system, it felt like everything off the green was fine. It didn't feel like there was enough spin on chips and pitches and stuff like that. Like Sean hits really low chip shots that have a lot of spin on them when we play in person. And he wasn't getting the spin out of this. So I know Trackman's a stupid expensive piece of software, but I just didn't feel like you could control the ball on the green. And it was hard. I mean, it's a simulator. You don't really know how far you have to and from, but
That was probably my only complaint. Everything else felt perfect. Putting even felt good. You know, it was just a spin issue. You know, what would grab on. But then again, you don't know what part of the green's downhill, what part of the green's uphill. Like, you can't... Ooh, good shot from the big guy. Look at that. That was clutch. I think that was for a 5 for me. Yeah, that was a super clutch shot. And then Sean leaves his putt short, so he's outside. He's at 12 feet.
You gotta hit it harder.
So Chris, does he get this inside 10? Oh, it's still rolling 2 feet, 3 feet. Oh, he's at 2 feet. He's inside. So Sean's in for... I'm in for a 5. Chris is in for a 5. This is for a 5 for Sean. He needs to make this.
Not getting there.
Oh, it's short by 3 feet. It's just so tough to tell on these things where you're at. So I'm 1 over through 2.
Yeah.
Driving the ball just not going far. It's 170, 185, 186. Sean's drive, what is that? 260, 270, 281. Yeah, thanks, Sean. And then Chris, see how low he hits the ball? So it lands at what, 178, and it rolls out to 230. So here, I got 152 in. I'm probably hitting my 4 hybrid. Oh, I got an iron in hand. 5 iron. Okay. Oh, this was when I still thought I was strong. Okay. So I only hit that 129, 128. So number 3 at Harbor Town. Again, nobody's getting a stroke here. I love Sean's swing. I know it looks a little goofy. I think he stands a little too close to the ball, but I really like how vertical his swing is.
Good swing.
Out of all of us, I think Chris has the best iron swing. He doesn't overextend. He doesn't take it back too far. He has a nice follow through. He drives the ball nice and low. I feel like I pitch better on the be inside 10 feet. No. Okay. Sean's got a nice little short game. Sean's got a good short game on the simulator and in real life.
Good shot.
There you go, Shawnee. So Sean's in. Sean's in for a 4. I need to make this when I leave it stupid short. Okay. So I'm in for a 5. This is for a 3 for Chris. He can win the whole outright. Nope. So he's in for a 4. Sean's in for a 4. I'm in for a 5. I get 3rd place. They both get 1.5 points. So that's where you can keep track of it on the bottom left.
That's going to be good.
Chris lands it before the green, but rolls over the green. What is this? Par 3? Yeah, hole number 4, par 3. 192 for Sean. I think it was 160 for me and Chris. Sean hits a nice shot here, and look at this thing just take off. Just can't stop him on the green at all. Yeah, 161 for us. So there I'm probably hitting a 4 hybrid. And I hit the ground first. I've been hitting the ground first the whole time. Even this season playing, I've been hitting the ground a lot first. I don't know what I got to do to fix it. So here's the pitch up. Stay tight.
Dunked it.
No. Chris with the chip. See, he didn't realize how close he was. He was only like 5 paces off from the mat. So that kind of got him. So this is for a 4.
10.7.
Oh, that was 2, 3.
No.
This is for a 4 now for him. And then this is Sean's 2nd. Leaves it out a little bit to the right, but he's in for a 3. Now the big guy from off the fringe. Give it to him. Oh, he loves it. That's a par. That's a par save. That's a pure strike. So Chris already lost a hole because this is for a 4. Me and Sean got 3. So me and Sean add a 1.5 to us. And then Chris stays at a 3. All right, so I'm in 2nd. We're going into the 5th hole at Harbor Town. What is this, par 4, I think? Maybe par 5. We'll know when the screen comes back up. Par 5, 500 yards for Sean, 450, I think, for me and Chris. You know, I guess I'll take this little break right now to talk about the Radical Body Transformation show, right? Pretty cool how I ended up on a show on Amazon Prime that'll come out. I think it comes out in the late fall or next early winter, January, stuff like that. But basically, if you guys follow me on Instagram, Sean Ford, the guy, the Liquid Savant from Bar Rescue, one of the master bartenders, master bar, I don't know what they call them, master bar guys, whatever. He ended up hooking me up with the producer, James, on the who's the producer, director, like all that for the show. And we ended up talking, and when they talked to me about it, they talked about you know, how it's not about losing weight. Like, the show's not about losing weight at all. The show's going to be about transforming your body. Because I told him, I go, listen, I want to do like bodybuilding, like strongman, lifting, real heavy weights. I'm not trying to lose weight as much as I am trying to get absolutely monstrosity jacked. So they said that's fine. The winners of the show are based on fan voting for first and second place, as long as you know it's about transforming your body in whatever shape it is. So my goal isn't necessarily to lose all my fat. It's just to lose fat and build muscle and get as strong as humanly possible. I want to be able to walk around and pick up a car. So hopefully you guys pay attention to my Instagram. All my stuff will be on there. There you go, Sean inside 10 feet. What's this one for? This is for a 4 for me. Oh, and he leaves it really short. 13 feet short. Yeah, yikes. So hopefully you guys follow me on Instagram. You can see, I post a lot of stuff about the weight loss on there. I hope you guys like it. I hope you guys kind of enjoy it and stuff. Plus, I'll do more vlogs on YouTube for weightlifting and stuff like that. I just don't want to overload it too now because it's March. You're not going to be able to vote for a year, maybe 8 months. I don't know when the show's going to come out, but you're not going to be able to vote for a while. So, I don't want to overload you guys with weight loss stuff and that kind of stuff. So, we'll see what happens. I plan on winning right now. I'm going to tell you, I plan on winning 100% right now. I lift about 2 hours every day. I do probably half hour to an hour of cardio every day. I literally can, my bench press is gone from being able to do 135 5 times to now I can do 175, 185 times. So, I was shoulder pressing, doing like a military press around 80 pounds. Now I can military press like 120, like in just 3 months of lifting. I know those are all weak numbers, but that's what happens when you're morbidly obese and you sit behind an office desk. But that's what happened. So back to golf. All right, enough about that. Back to golf. Hole number 6. Sean's in the lead. So, like I said, Sean had 4 holes where he was going to have the advantage without giving us strokes. Now this is where me and Chris have a time to shine. So we're going to stroke on here. So this is Chris's third shot. Leaves it ridiculously short. What is that, 20 feet? Here's Sean's third. See, real life, this spins up and checks, but then we realized it was downhill. So those are the little things you can't see how downhill the green was from him. Does Chris keep this? Yeah, he does. So Chris is in for a 5. So Chris is in for a 5, net 4. Sean needs to make this for his 4. Nope, Sean's in for a 5. All right, so Chris is in the lead. I need to make this for a 4. I would win the hole outright if I make this. I pushed it a little bit, and I'm short. Yeah. So me and Chris split. 1.5 for me and him, because we get a net 4. Sean has a net 5. Number 7, nobody gets a stroke here. I hit the ground again. As you can see, I'm thrilled about it. Chris, with his half iron swing, which works out beautifully for him, ends up being short. Right? Sean takes a big swing here, leaves it out to the right, though. You can tell right off the rip that hit the far right side of the screen. He just pushing stuff a little bit. So we all missed the green. No greens in regulation. Nobody wins the dollar. All right? So here's my pitch up. Again, don't realize how close you are to the pin. You just can't. It's hard to visualize how close you are. I do that, and then Chris does this, and he goes flying over. So me and Chris both hit terrible shots out of the bunker. Chris is still away. So Sean's in the bunker to the right. Chris is still away. Look at the slope off of here. So he's got 17 feet for his 4th. Oh, get inside 10 feet. Do it. Oh, what a great putt. So I'm in for a 4. Because I got inside 10 feet and I get to pick that up. It's a gimme. Here's Sean. Oh, Sean's outside of 10 feet. He's going to have to putt too. Big opportunity for the big guy here. So this is Sean's 4. No. Right? Wait. No, this is 7. Sean's in for a 4. This is for Chris. Chris is in for a 5. I'm in for a 4. Me and Sean split the hole. We both get a 1.5. So we go to number 8. Sean has 8 points. I have 7. Chris has 6. We're all in it. Like I said in the beginning, we're all going to be in this video. So we keep it tight. We keep it as tight as long as possible. Sean leaves it open a little bit. He's going to be upset about his 250-yard drive. Oh, cart path help. Look at that thing still go. 260, 270 still. Alright, Chris needs a big drive here. Down 2 points to Sean. But now, remember, this is hole 8 and 9. Me and Chris both get a stroke here. And Chris hits a perfect drive. 240 out there. He got 60 yards of run on it. So, here's Sean's second shot. He's only 2 over. He's playing really well. Up the fairway. Alright, I think, what am I? I'm only 5 over. Big guy's only 5 over. Harbortown, what's up? It's nice when I don't have to go outside and play golf, right? So, I'm up there. I'm pin high. It's a par 4. Sean's still short. I'm pin high. I think Chris is going to be short right. Yeah, Chris is short right. So we're all off the green. We're all hitting 3. Okay? Problem for Sean is that me and Chris get a stroke. So here's Sean's third shot. Oh, that one got some spin and cost him. All right, so that one stopped short. Here's Chris's third. Oh, and he doesn't see it right. He's short. Lots of opportunity for the big guy here. And I think I'm going to be within 10 feet, and I don't get any spin. So I'm not inside 10 feet. All right. But I'm easily in the best position out of everybody. So here's Chris's fourth. Almost hits the hole, but he's outside 10 feet. Here's Sean's fourth. Oh, hits the lip. Sean's in for 5. All right, Sean's in for a 5, net 5. Here's my putt for a 4 to outright win the hole. No. All right, Chris needs to make this to still have a chance. He has to make it. Oh my God, he makes it. He would have been done right there. So Chris saves a 1.5 for himself. Cost me a half a point. So I only get 1.5. Chris gets 1.5. Sean gets 0. We all get 5s on the hole. Me and Chris get net 4s. Sean gets a 0. So we're all within like half a point of each other going in the last hole. And I hit a great drive. 210 yards out there. A1 position for the big guy. As clutch of a drive as I could possibly hit. On a 320-yard par 4. Chris, yeah, makes a joke that his ball took pictures of my ball. So Chris has super great position now. Sean with the pressure on, because me and Chris get a stroke on this hole. Oh, and he sneaks it through the trees. All right, so I'm going to be away. Big shot here. 113 yards for me. I'll tell you right now, I'm probably hitting an 8-iron. All right.
Oh,
no bunker, no left, no right. No bunker, no left. Oh, it's straight at it. Be the right distance. Oh. All right.
No.
We're on the fringe. I say I can par from there. Par wins me the match. I know par wins me the match. If I'm in the lead, par wins me the match. So here's Chris's second shot. Chris needs to win the hole outright. Chris needs a 4 probably. I need a 5. Sean needs like a 5. So that's what Chris is, and then Chris kind of hits his thing, flies over the green. Sean, big shot for Sean. Uh-oh.
Scoopy, McScooper, son.
Sean's done. Unless he gets his chip close. You can see me being a poor sport. So he's got to get this within 10 feet to have a shot. Nope. 18 feet. 17 feet. He's going to need to make a 17-footer probably win it. I have to get this close. And I choke. And leave it 40 feet short. So now I got a 40-footer for par. Yeah, I wasn't leaving that short. 2 feet, 3 feet. Stay within 10. 6.3. All right, we're in. I'm in for my 5. 5 net 4. Chris needs to stay within 10. Oh, he doesn't. Sean, 17 feet. He's going to have to get this. He's got to make it. I put it in slow-mo for you. He's going to need to make it to have a shot. Oh, and he leaves it right. He doesn't leave it short, but he leaves it right. Chris needs this to force a tie from 13 feet 6 inches. That's why it's so big. His chip wasn't inside 10 feet. He pushes it a little bit. And he's short.
Champion. Last 4 holes, 6 points, clutch. That's how they're going to describe me in the history books of golf. Clutch. So, big guy wins. Finally, the big guy wins one competition on his own channel. Yeah, it's on a simulator, and we're doing gimmies inside 10 feet. It's not my fault. I was going to say I didn't make the rules, but I did make the rules, so That's what happens when you get to be the boss of your own channel. You make the rules, all right? So, I win. Part 2, later this week, will be the back 9 and the overall. We'll see who wins that one. I already know who does. I'm not going to spoil it, all right? But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget, got to follow me on Instagram, at TheFatGuyGolf. Don't forget the website, www.thefatguygolf. Also, stay tuned for Instagram with the Radical Body Transformations. As you can see, things are, I think they're going well, right? Not bad for the big guy, all right? Yeah, see you soon.